Hello everyone, welcome to Unknown Facts. So viewers, in this video we will solve week assignment number 8 of the course Indoor Air Pollution Sources, Effects, Monitoring, Control and Modeling. Okay, so I have provided the answers of all week assignments and you can see the scores. We have scored like this. So in this video we will solve week 8. Okay, so this week consists of in total of 10 number of questions and we will start it from question number 1. So question number 1 is a numerical question and question is determine the concentration of NO2 in air if mass of 80 mg is collected in a sampling time of 8 hours. The update rate of sampler is 2 meter cube per hour. Okay, so it will be calculated simply by mass upon 80 upon 8 hour 8 into sampler 2, that is 16. So 80 upon 60 will be calculated and we will get 5. Okay, so the correct answer for question number 1 will be 5 mg per meter cube. Okay, moving to the next question. Question number 2 is what are features of online monitoring techniques as compared to offline or on-site sampling techniques? So point 1 is applicable for special application. Point 2 is reliable and accurate. Point 3 is feasible to assess for longer time periods. Point 4 is larger in size covering large spaces. Point 5 is feasible to assess personal exposure. And point 6 is complex in handling the obtained data. So the correct answers for question number 2 will be option number means point number 1, 3 and 5. So the correct answer will be option number C, that is 1, 3 and 5. Okay, question number 3 is identify the correct statement. So statements are denoders are commonly used for simultaneous collection of gas and particle phases of an airborne analyte. Statement 2 is a solid phase sample extractor is commonly adopted for organic compounds. Point 3 is solid phase micro extraction requires solvent for absorbing the target compounds, and the last statement is thermal desorption is physico-chemical method using chemical solvents for sample extraction. So the correct answers will be statement number 1 and 2. So the answer for question number 3 will be option number D, that is 1 and 2. Okay, question number 4 is fill in the blanks. So question is charcoal detectors are used for detection of dash compound. So it is used for detection of organic compounds. Okay, organic compounds. Moving to the next one, question number 5 is again fill in the blanks. So question is name the catalyst used to reduce NO2 to NO for direct estimation of NO dash. So the blanks will be filled by molybdenum. Okay, that is MOLYBDENUM. Okay, molybdenum. Question number 6 is what is the property that differentiates volatile organic compounds, very volatile organic compounds and semi volatile organic compounds dash. So the blanks will be filled by boiling point. Okay, BOILINC POINT. Okay, question number 7. Question number 7 is dash spectroscopy method can provide simultaneous measurement of CO, CO2 and CH4. So the blanks will filled by infrared. Okay, INFRARED. Okay, infrared spectroscopy. Question number 8 is pesticide determination is influenced by the presence of dash. Options are particulate matter, polychlor polychlorinated biphenyls, methane, oxides of nitrogen. So the answer for question number 8 will be option number A, that is particulate matter. Okay. Question number 9 is identify the wrong statements. We just have to pick the wrong ones. Okay. So statement 1 is trace organic gas analyzer is fast online GCMS system. Statement 2 is beta attenuation analyzers work on principle of light scattering. Statement 3 is solenosol serves as marker for environmental tobacco smoke. Statement 4 is sulfuric acid is used as solvent for ammonia collection. Statement 5 is polycyclic aromatic compounds can be analyzed by high performance liquid chromatography HPLC. And point 6 is direct imaging particle analyzer can also measure color of particulate matter. So the wrong ones we have to select. So the wrong statements are statement 2 and 4. Okay, so the correct answer for question number 9 will be option number B, 2 and 4. So the last question is select the correct statements from the following. In this we have to select the correct statements. Okay, so statement 1 is radial flow passive samplers allow low diffusion rates, providing a great sensitivity for determining concentrations of inorganic compounds. Statement 2 is passive sampling is affected by temperature, pressure, humidity, and air velocities. Point 3 is compounds having lower proton affinity than water undergo proton transfer reactions are detectable in real time with proton transfer reaction mass spectrometry. Active samplers are more preferred for short-term sampling. So before telling you the correct answer for question number 10, please do subscribe the channel for getting upcoming week answers. Please like the video if you score good marks in the assignments with the help of my video, and please share it with native ones. Okay, so the correct answer for question number 10 will be option number C, that is 2 and 4. So we have solved all the questions, so let's submit it. Thanks for watching the video. Please share it. Thank you.